Are you seriously? Where was there? Who's the Boss Man time?
What's that? What was it on?
Yeah.
It was on one of the over-the-airs.
Rewind?
No, it was on Antenna.
When?
I don't know. Recently, the last couple weeks.
When?
Last couple weeks, something like that.
No, I'm not caught a Who's the Boss.
They show 4 hours of it every Sunday. That, Growing Pains, and Cagney and Lacey. No, just kidding about the Cagney and Lacey.
What's your favorite era of Growing Pains?
The first 3.25 seasons.
I find with a lot of sitcoms, I like to let them get going a little bit. Like first
the
season's
one when
not
Carol
always...
got her period just ran me off after that.
Right?
I'll never forget. That was the time that... That was about the same time I told you that I had to strip down my underwear and this chick got to like look at me.
What are we saying? What are you doing?
When I was a kid. Like when I was... We're both 9-year-olds at the doctor's office. All right.
Man just went ballistic over here.
All right. What's going on over here? I had a voltage drop in the house tonight.
You're telling me. What's up, everybody? Skinny Artist, good to see you. Howdy, everybody. Welcome to Grown Man Record Night. The place to be on Friday night. We've been having a good time over here this evening listening to record albums and enjoying...
Roping some cattle earlier in the backyard.
What are we doing?
Roping cattle earlier in the backyard, too. Open the stalls up.
Yep. We're not quite that rural, but sure. Yeah. Long fucking week. Jesus, Harold on a fucking rubber crutch.
Man, that was a slow week for me, man. I'm in my slow period. You ever get your slow period?
Is that a spotting joke? Or is it we make a spotting joke?
You ever get your slow period?
Right off that fucking rip? Yeah.
Of the year?
Yeah. But I've been completely swamped. Shooting all kinds of stuff, man, this week. It's been crazy. Been all over the place. We do, Steve's Fever is supposed to be here tonight.
Yeah, I don't know where Steve is. Let's call him.
I'm afraid what I'd hear if he did pick up.
Give me fever!
Ain't no telling, man.
Fever's supposed to be here. I don't know, but he's not.
Ain't no telling.
We'll see how that goes. In the meantime, we're going to do what we do. That's when we pick them up and when we put them right the fuck back down.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep moving and grooving with that. Got some, I've built up the cachet of the inbox for record albums.
Diggables?
Yeah. I got a lot of records this week. I did a hold please on a record at a local record store that posted all their shit to Facebook. And it was a $13 record, and then I walked out of there like $78 later. This is somebody that won't even stop at the store and get a drink, but
But you don't do that much anymore, so good for you.
A little more than I should. A little more than I should, probably. But
you're not a man of excess, so I don't think you'll do anything excessively.
Well, that's what that's what my mom's always like. Basically, my mom's big and like, treat yourself, man. You don't do shit. Go get you something you like. Yeah. Actually, I left my mom.
Except for the fact that you're a raging alcoholic.
Sure, but that's cheap. I drink cheap shit, so it doesn't matter. That's all cheap stuff.
And by raging, I mean he throws things.
But like I was even going to the grocery store today, and my mom's like, "Get you something good. Like, get something extra." That's what she said. Get something extra. And I'm like, I would get something extra next week because it's gonna be 4th of July. That's like a holiday. I would do it if I'm gonna do an extra. I'd do that.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. I didn't get that off, by the way.
What?
Next Friday.
Oh no, but I told my mom. My mom was like, "Oh well, you don't spend your money on anything else." And I was like, "Well, now since we've started playing golf."
Yeah.
I can't really say that anymore because I will spend some money.
You're Mr. Cheapskate, though. You don't want to play a $60 course.
Not as a fucking hack. I don't.
Chorus.
I don't want to play as a hack on a $60 course.
Chorus. You shoot 100. That's better than a lot of people. I mean, it's better than half the people that play there that day, probably.
Yeah.
So,
Rip the can crusher off the wall. What's up, Wizard?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we are going to play golf tomorrow. We're not gonna do a golf Golf talk. But we're supposed to go and play with Fever tomorrow. I may throw that fucking lifeline out, see who else wants to play. I know nice guy Timmy usually
If we
plays.
can get a fourth, it'd be good.
He's a morning guy, but
I like the mornings.
I may send the fucking lifeline out. What'd you say, Vance? How are you, buddy?
Let's just go at like 7:30 in the morning. Let's not sleep tonight. Get up and go, and we'll film it all.
You got some blow?
Reginald Denny. Yeah.
But yeah, but I've been working my fucking crack ass off all week long. And I do this weird thing. I've talked about this on the stream before. I do this weird thing when I'm really stressed, or I have to work like a lot of hours, or go out of town and pull like fucking crazy travel trips or something like that. I watch Deadliest Catch. And I do that because...
Unless you want to bore yourself to death.
Yeah. But no, you see what like real hard work is and what real problems are like in a workplace. You know, and
Yeah, they choose to be there though.
yeah, and they enjoy it, but like it's still, it puts things in perspective. Plus I love the show anyway, but like it puts things in perspective of like, you know, okay, you're fucking doing this shit and it's been hard and tough, but you're not tarring a fucking roof, so get the fuck over it kind of thing. But anyway, so when I've been...
What's tarring roofs got anything to do with this?
It's hard work, is what I'm saying. That's tough work. Tougher work than
You
I've
put some
been.
elbow grease into it.
I know where I can get you a great deal on some elbow grease. Fantastic deal. Fantastic. But no. So when I'm done with the evening, I actually didn't stream much this week because I've been so busy. So I no, and I'm not super into a game. So it was like Monday, Tuesday was chalked. And then we did the movie on Wednesday night. But
I like watching other people do a lot of hard work.
Oh yeah. So when I got done, it was like I'm always watching Deadliest Catch and shit. With the one exception, I've also been watching a shit ton of Friends.
Okay.
That's become you've seen me do it.
Well, you can never have too many friends in your life.
It's true, but it's kind of one of those comfort blanket shows. It's become that way again, where when I'm eating my supper after a long night.
That's what a lot of couples did in the 90s.
Except it wasn't in syndication then.
It was. It was
In the 90s?
syndication.
In the 90s?
The late 90s.
Well, late 90s.
Yeah. I mean, is that not the 90s? Sorry. Sorry.
Abacus, what's up, man?
Sorry, calendar. Didn't mean to offend you like that.
Yeah. Well, you said it so fucking cavalier that you fucking pop on the tube in 91 and there's Friends on for fucking 4-hour blocks in the middle of the afternoon. And I don't think it's fucking so, Jay.
No,
It was cavalier. Your tone was cavalier.
It came on every night on
Cavalier
Channel 3. The WB. Came with WB.
Welcome back to the WB.
It came with WB from 7 to 8 every night.
Yeah.
Syndication.
Yeah, sure.
Back to the late 90s.
Yeah, I remember.
My ex-wife and she'd say how hot Jennifer Aniston was, and I didn't think anything about
Population Tire. What'd you say, man? But anyway, so I've been watching the fuck shit out of that, and
She liked Jennifer Aniston a lot.
who did?
My ex-wife, and like
Let's not.
and
I don't think
the whole time I just dismiss it as like something cute, you know.
Yeah.
Could get my jollies that way, but turns out she really liked her. And then she ended up running off this other woman. I think they're still together. They have 3 adopted kids, and they're still together. Mm-hmm. One of them has Down syndrome. They adopted it with Down syndrome already.
It's tough.
Like some family turned it in.
Let's watch our language.
So
Watch your profanity. Yeah, but so I've been watching a fuck ton of Friends, and I came to this fucking realization. You know what the main difference between Chandler and Ross is?
Chandler and Ross. I don't know.
Well, as it turns out, Matthew Perry was not much of a schwimmer. Jay's over here immediately trying to rope in Whitney Houston into this fucking scene. Immediately.
You know what was in Whitney's Houston?
Bobby's Brown.
I don't know, but it was sure wet. Like she drowned.
Yeah, it's drowned in a bathtub. Yeah, that's sure.
That's
sure.
how that. What's her face died?
Carrie Underwood?
Karen Carpenter died that way, didn't she?
No, I don't think that was something different.
Oh.
But when I don't.
She got a pubic hair infection.
This is terrible.
You should have seen her drain. Sorry.
I'd rather hear all your Denver pile bits than this shit. This is terrible. Jay can stop a good joke like a brick wall. Yeah, it's not a very porous situation necessarily, Fred. For sure. Again, welcome to Grown Man Record Night. This is the place to be on Friday night, and if you don't agree with that, well, you can jump up to the roof and skip right the fuck off.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. It's good. Yeah, that's good work out of you, Jay.
Yeah.
Pump finger. What do you say, bud?
Hey.
What are you doing? An Indian thing?
No, say hello.
Oh, I thought that was a.
Hey.
Yeah.
By the way, we got Adventures in Babysitting behind us,
Sure we do.
which I've only seen once in my life, I think.
Well, we were talking earlier. The last record we played, and we will get to that and what we played, but the last, was Albert Collins. And Zonkman mentioned that this was Adventures in Babysitting. You know, nobody leaves here without playing the blues. It's Albert Collins. It was his first introduction to him without knowing. And I was like, same. I saw that. I know the scene. I know who he is. I mean, I knew who he was in the movie as the character, but I didn't know that was fucking Albert Collins. But, yeah, so I said, well, I've got it on VHS. We got to pull it up.
Yeah, no, it's an 80s classic, I guess, to a lot of people.
Yeah, it's a classic. I mean, I don't score it up there with, you know, some of the all times for me, but it's definitely up there. It's a good
No
one.
summer rental for you?
Oh, it's no summer rental. Let's not get fucking silly. Let's not get silly. Fucking fan over here is just going nuts.
Not a very big fan, is he?
No.
He doesn't like us.
Fans making noises. Number one noises. We may have to adjust we may have to adjust the show structure if Steve doesn't show up.
Okay. What you gotta do?
We're floating. The C block, we're just gonna float right now.
I'm telling you,
the entire C block we're
he
floating.
went to bed he probably went to bed about 8 o'clock.
After being up all night from the previous night?
No. He's old.
No, that doesn't fit for Steve. Come on. That's not even a joke. Steve stays up for like 4 days at a time.
Does he really?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I thought he went to bed at like 10 p.m. during the week or something.
Are you
like that.
serious?
Yeah.
He posts stuff to Discord at like 2:35 a.m. on a Tuesday, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
dude?
that's tough. I can't do that anymore. God bless him, though, you know.
No, yeah, God bless him. Speaking of, Wheeling has a good blues fest. You mean Wheeling, West Virginia? I spent a month there one night.
They have,
What's the best babysitter movie?
what other ones are there?
There's Adventures in Babysitting, and then there's Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Easy to get confused. They were on the same time, right?
What else would there be?
The
I'm sure
Babysitter, wasn't there a Babysitter horror movie?
Horror movie?
Horse movie. With horses.
With horses. Sure. Bang the Sitter. All right, that seems a little left of
Who
center.
said that?
Halloween, House of the Devil. Oh, like just with a babysitter as a central
That's
character?
That's a classic slasher movie setup, though. Babysitter.
Sure. Oh, yeah. When a Stranger Calls.
Oh, was that a Lifetime movie? When a Stranger Calls? Sorry, Meredith Baxter Birney.
No, that's Chasing the Dragon. You guys ever seen Chasing the Dragon?
Well, no, she was in
Meredith
more than
Baxter?
one of those.
Oh, of course she was.
Yeah, I watched the one. I used to watch them for inspiration.
Yeah, I try.
Give me some ideas.
They're a guiding light. They're definitely. I learned how to smoke heroin out of off aluminum foil by watching Meredith Baxter Birney.
Yeah. I used to take notes during the movies a lot, but Dad would.
Bert and Ernie taught me how to keep my ears clean. Meredith Baxter Birney taught me how to chase that fucking
My
dragon.
parents just thought I was getting something good out of it, I guess.
Sure, 100%.
Used to be on HBO a lot when you were a
I only
kid.
saw the prequel, Enter the Dragon. How about The Last Dragon? You are the last dragon.
That Jennifer Warnes.
Bruce Leroy.
We were talking about her earlier. Jennifer Warnes.
I am.
You are who?
Not important. Fantastic film, though. Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon. Watched The Last Dragon yesterday? No shit? That's fucking awesome. What's in Meredith Baxter's Bernie? Michael's gross.
Come on, man.
I love it.
As the kids say, don't go there.
What kid says that? What kid? What kid?
It's from The Office, man. It's Michael Scott, 101.
Fuck that. Let's squeeze it. Boom. Squeezing it. Yeah. I was digging. I was trying to figure something out.
The Golden Child? Eddie Murray?
Hell of a power hitter.
Yeah.
Hell of an afro.
Audie Murphy?
Yeah. Hell of a power hitter. Oh, what is this?
Behind the scenes stuff.
BTS?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't seen the Golden Child in a long time. Hey, we got we don't talk about this genre of music very often, but when we do, it is typically a pretty special band special album. No, a brand new album from Blood Incantation. This we really hyped up the 2019. I think it was a 2019 record they did. If it wasn't 2020, I thought it was 2019. But this is their longest one ever. It's called Absolute Elsewhere. The longest full-length LP of their career. It comes out October 4th, so we got a ways to go on this one here. But these guys, well, first of all, this is comprised of two sprawling songs. Two songs, and it's like fucking forever long. But
Pretty crazy, huh?
these guys do, I mean, we never talk about death metal here on the show. But it really transcends what I would... A lot of you folks are just already changing the fucking channel. And I hear you. I don't sit around listening to death metal much anymore. But they do it in a very, very polished, like, inventive, really cool way.
Well, is it well produced?
Well produced. Just well put together all the way around the fucking board. So, you know, obviously not for everybody, but I know a lot of our folks that watch the show were impressed by that last effort after we talked about it and hyped it up. So I thought it was at least worth mentioning here on the program tonight. Not something I really fucking, you know, go after the death metal stuff, but anymore. I used to love the fucking shit house piss out of it.
You went through your death metal phase for a little
Oh,
while.
yeah. What are we talking about?
You got it out.
Vividly remember the oatmeal scene?
I remember the oatmeal scene in the 70s. Do y'all? The West Coast oatmeal scene?
Jesus.
Oh,
Look at
God,
these.
What's wrong with me?
Who are these old motherfuckers? Any guess? Any guess who these old motherfuckers are? Anybody in chat?
Judds.
The Judds? Who can guess who these old motherfuckers are right here? Yeah, Scotty's got it. It's X. Back too. These guys,
Oh,
I mean,
all these guys are scholars in the chat.
fucking A, they are. They learned it all by watching
They're
us.
scallywags, more like it.
They announced a brand new album, X did. Smoking Fiction is coming out August 2nd on Fat Possum Records, which is unique. I can't believe, I think they may have done something with Fat Possum before. Full length follows 2020's Alphabet Land, which I don't remember even being a thing. Billed as their final album. They got a video out for the single Big Black X, and they've also announced a tour that goes along with this. The show's starting July and stretching to October. Pretty fucking crazy. They're looking good. They're looking good.
Good looking bunch right there.
Sure.
How old are they? 40,
Abacus
45?
Abacus saw them 6 months ago. Said they were killer. Seen them last year with the Furs. That's pretty awesome. I mean, that's one of those bands like so heralded in the punk scene, but doesn't really sound like a stereotypical punk band. A lot of great players. What's his name? Billy Zune or whatever. He's a fantastic guitar player. And just a little different kind of band.
They look great for 40. Absolutely.
For 40? Christ. Yeah, it's good shit. I'd be interested in seeing what this record sounds. I mean, I'm not gonna.
Well, they LA? LA?
Originally, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we've played them before, right? You've played them the last 6 months, I think, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got the Los Angeles album. That's the only thing from X I have. They got to be in their 70s, yeah, 100%. But anybody from that scene that's still alive, that's worthy of kudos right there. Honestly, like that's a tough scene to escape out of. I'm just kind of gathering from Vinyl Richie stories and all. It's probably a pretty tough sledding over there. All right, let's get into some of the stuff that came out today. This is kind of a wild card. I'm not going to throw the wild card moniker on it. I just really don't fucking feel like it.
Yeah, sure.
But the cover definitely grabbed me by the nards a little bit.
The nards.
Boulevards. And then I saw it says Carolina Funk, Barn Burner on Tobacco Road. And I was like, wait, hold that phone. Not only does it have this cover, but that's a pretty cool name. And also, we're in Carolina here. It's on Normal Town Records. Jamil Rashad is the guy who's behind Boulevards. Teams up with Sergio Rios, who's like a legendary funk producer, did a lot of stuff like back in the day and shit.
Yeah.
But it's taking notes from like Rare Funk Records, Blaxploitation. It's got that classic like raw funk vibe. The tracks are fucking really good. His singing is almost a little too polished. It's really good. I don't want to take away from it.
Is he from around here? Raleigh,
North Carolina.
I was gonna say, I figured they're right.
Raleigh, North Carolina. So right down the road here. And it's got the everything about like classic funk that we play here on the show that we love and enjoy, that we've done for forever. It's right up that. Don't think about like Budo's Band or like Black Market Brass, like that Afrobeat stuff. It's much more of a classic funk vibe and really pays homage to it in a really nice way, I have to say. So I would definitely check this out. If that sounds like something that may trip your fucking trigger, boom, check it out. Boulevards, Carolina Funk.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and the cover, I mean, speaks for its fucking self.
So this is a new release that came out today. No, I'm saying, like, what was the year this came out?
Today.
Okay, it's a brand new record.
Brand new record.
Okay, that's what I was getting at. This is not a reissue of something.
No. Brand new. They're paying homage to that classic funk vibe, which makes it really
how old are these cats? If he's like, are they?
I saw the one guy. He's a well-dressed. I don't want to say, it's tough to say with black guys, but it's tough to say with black guys. He's a well-dressed, good-looking black dude, maybe in his 30s. I'm just guessing. But
it's not teenagers, like.
No. But you could also say he's 55, and I'd be like, all right, sure.
That's cool.
But yeah, really does a good job. This is kind of a weird.
Oh yeah, Randy Savage. I thought that too.
What happened?
Looks like
on the
Randy
cover?
Savage on the cover. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he's a black guy. Randy Savage was a kind of a pink colored guy. I wouldn't say white. He's not white. He's kind of a peach color.
No, but if you look at the color, I mean the color quickly, like you kind of.
When I was in school, Jay, when I was in a grammar school,
yeah,
and you had to color like people.
Yeah.
What crayon would you use for white folk?
That was usually.
If you're gonna color your mom, like on a piece.
That was usually about the time I had a seizure. Crayons did that to me.
Oh, you're one of those. No, I always reach for
Peach.
Peach.
Or white.
Peach. How you use white?
Just to signify that she's a white woman.
I didn't ask what color you colored their robe, Jay.
Come on, man.
No, I always use peach for white people.
Peach for white people.
Nate says peach. Yeah. It's good to see that's a little bit universal. I don't know why.
Depends on what kind of paper you're using it on.
It's true. That's a fair point. That's good work out of you. This one kind of grabbed me. The name. Everybody knows I'm a sucker for a cobra, whether it's golf clubs or a fucking tattoo or a man. I love a fucking cobra.
Oh man, you should get a cobra car.
Yeah. Cobra the Impaler. I didn't know fuck shit all about these guys. We've probably talked about it before and I don't remember it.
That's cover of the night though, right there.
You think so?
Oh yeah, so far.
It's on Listenable Records, which I thought was pretty incredible. This is the an album. I'll just see what it says here. The album forged in the crucible of modern turmoil and bound by the chains of classic metal fury. And that's a pretty fair for a brand new record. This record is really good. It's classic metal all day long, but there's times where you hear a little kind of modern metal in here that makes it maybe a little tighter.
Yeah.
More syncopated, but the singing is fucking
hardcore.
No, like classic '80s metal stuff. But every now and then,
power metal, almost.
Little power metal, and then they'll get kind of aggressive at times. They'll bring a little aggro into the mix, but it's just enough to like
singing though, not screaming.
I mean, a little screamy. When I say aggressive, they bring a little aggressiveness. You can't bring aggressiveness and run. Ah! I mean, it's
Yeah.
But so it's a little rough around the edges just for a little bit, and then it brings it back to kind of that power metal vibe.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this record. I listened to quite a few tracks today. Pretty interesting, and and again, the cover is fucking killer. I don't remember where these guys are from. Maybe UK.
Charlotte.
I don't remember. But anyway.
Bowie Creek.
Bowie Creek.
Yeah.
You ever listen to God About Voices, Jay?
No. I mean, over here.
No.
We've never played over here.
No. No, I don't own any.
Then I guess I've never heard it before.
It's not My Bloody Valentine, which is what you're thinking about.
No, not My Bloody Valentine.
Okay.
It's when I get confused with the metal band.
Bullet for My Valentine. But anyway, God About Voices. These guys, holy shit, they've been around for fucking ever, and I've never really I don't know too much about them. It's a band I feel like I should have been.
Is it supergroup or is it just just a band?
They're a band. Dude, they've literally. This is their. Okay, listen. Building on 40 years of history. 40 years. And this is their 41st album. I mean, in terms of like indie rock, these guys are like royalty.
Yeah.
And I listened to some of this today, and it's pretty good.
Okay.
I don't know how old these cats are, but they're still picking them up and putting them down. And they're from Dayton. A gazillion albums. Yeah, there's so many albums. And I think a lot of people, it seems to be from what I was reading today, a lot of the communities split about, there was a huge influx of albums that they put out like in the 20 teens, and a lot of people were kind of split on if they were kind of farting some records out. But I don't know, from just an objective point of view, I can be no more objective than I am because I never really listened to them before. So I jammed some of this one today, and I'm like, I don't know, it sounds pretty good to me. Pretty interesting. So yeah, brand new one out from God About Voices, Strut of Kings. Out today on their own label, their own imprint. They do their own shit. GBV label, I guess it is. So it's something to check out. If you missed that they had a new one coming out, it's definitely worth popping through and checking it out. Their first albums came out in the 90s. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so they're like Steve's age.
Probably about Steve's age, I would say. Bobby Bear Jr. plays drums with him now, or plays with him now. Well, I don't know why I saw drums at. Robert Pollard is the genius behind it all. Actually, early 80s. Fuck. I mean, yeah, that would make 40 years. It's crazy. Crazy. God bless them. Still
God
out there
bless 'em.
picking them up and putting them down.
Pick them up, putting them down, man.
Oh yeah, we should do a shot real
How many
quick.
times are you gonna say that?
What?
That's your new catchphrase.
I'll say it all the time.
You've been saying it more often here lately, though.
My dad would say that a lot.
Okay. Hey, I got zero problem with it, man. Hey, listen, let me tell you something right now.
I don't want you to tell me that.
If I had a problem with if I had a problem with it, I'd
Don't
say it
tell
to
me
your
that.
fucking face.
Don't tell me nothing.
I'd say it to your fucking face if I had a problem with it. What do you get when you cross CC DeVille and Johnny Cash? Think on that, people. Think on that.
Why did Helen Keller's dog kill itself?
Think on that? Or do you want a punchline?
Well, if your name was, you would have killed yourself too.
Listen, man. You're the dog. You're the dog advocate, man.
I said, what?
You're a dog advocate. You can't make jokes like that.
Oh, I can make jokes.
You're the
I mean,
Betty White of the YouTube circuit.
I'll take that gas. I'll take that
I
gas.
think Rue McClanahan's a big one too.
She did a animal video, not bestiality. Just
Did that have to be said?
I felt like I should qualify the statement. I don't want to leave things.
Was that
up in the air.
necessary?
I don't know. You know, look, it's
I hope my
2024.
kids are up late watching this.
I mean, look, it's 2024. You got all kinds of shit going on there nowadays.
Who are you voting for?
No. Check this out.
Let's
though.
talk about it.
No, let's check this out.
Footballs.
We mentioned this when it came out, or when it was announced that it was going to come out a couple of months ago. It seems like it's not been very long, I don't think. But then again, my mind is slipping slowly into the fucking abyss. Brand new posthumous Johnny Cash record dropped today called Songwriter. So I guess the story behind this was these are all like demo recordings and stuff that came out previous to, let me get back to the shot here. Previous to like the Rick Rubin, the Johnny Cash revival in the mid 90s, you know, the Hurt, all that stuff.
Yes.
This was stuff that he recorded like in the I don't know, it spanned quite a bit of years that his son found after he died. They're like demo tracks, and he stripped, so his son like takes the track, the multi-tracks, strips it down to just his dad's voice, because they were kind of rough demo shit, but his dad's voice was still fucking gash, obviously. And so they had some people come in and rework the tracks, and it involved a lot of people that had played on a lot of Cash stuff before, so they weren't just like random schmendricks in town coming over to do this. Had some real cats come in and sit in on this.
Yeah.
But it's getting really good reviews.
If I recall, did we not talk about this? Like,
I started this story with, we talked about this when this got announced,
oh, okay.
but it actually got released.
I didn't hear that part, man.
I know. I'm well fucking aware you didn't hear that part.
Sorry, no, that wasn't a bit. I really didn't hear that part.
Yeah. Between Jay and Steve, I have no fucking chance over here. Zero chance.
Well, I just signed a new contract, so in blood.
Yeah.
Todd Tobias, that's a great name.
Double T? You got one? Well,
Does he have a cousin named Terry?
Terry Tobias? Oh, you know Terry Tobias. His daddy owned that 76 station over there.
He works up at Cat Diesel. They got killer benefits, brother.
Boy, you got to get up early as fuck, but them benefits are bad as hell, boy.
Oh, the bad as hell. I've never heard him described that way. Well, you gotta get a job done and make your body look
He told me you get 2 goddamn weeks off for the 4th. Shit. I mean, who the fuck gives you 2 weeks off for the 4th? I was like, we going down to fucking Myrtle Beach, boy.
That's
You get me in on that log ride.
yeah.
Make my wife pregnant.
the log ride and make my wife pregnant.
Oh man, this fucking surf style jacket. I'm gonna lay my wife down on that surf style jacket. All she wrote.
Surf style jacket.
That's a one-way ticket to a fucking C-section right there.
Section C.
Jesus. You know, to this point, this is I'm gonna have to throw it for this one tonight. I'm gonna have to throw a wild card on this one.
Okay.
This is wild card city.
All right. WC, wild card C.
I don't even know why I really jumped on this record and checked it out, because the cover, like, maybe the name, I don't know. I mean, the cover doesn't really super do it for me here, but it's a band called Old Saul. And the name of the album is Dissection Maps. And the label is called Worried Songs, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a New England collective. And let me just read you some of the stuff it says about this, and I'll tell you what I think after checking out a few different tracks. New England collective led by Henry Birdie, who's in Tongue Depressor, apparently. Mm-hmm. Returned with their third long-playing record, Dissection Maps. The band captures the American stretch, the spaces in between, and the hollowness that haunts us along these routes. And that didn't really mean a lot to me until I listened to some of the tracks. And so I've never heard anything that, like, it had like banjo and shit, and had a very Americana vibe to it. I'm gonna give this a new genre title, unless it's already been taken. To me, it sounded like Americana ambient music, because it was slow and droney, with like traditional instruments and stuff. Really out there. I don't want to say
sort of like John Cougar Mellencamp.
Nope.
Or just Johnny.
Sucking on chili dogs, 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 sucking on chili dogs. But yeah, I found this to be a really interesting record. For folks that appreciate like traditional Americana style music and like the instrumentation of that kind of stuff, but it would go like, it would have banjo stuff or like maybe a fife or something like that, and like, but then like later on in the song, in the same song, it would get really spacey and weird and repetitive and like yeah, just kind of different.
Okay.
Definitely worth checking out. I thought of our pal Nick who may dig this. Yeah. It definitely has some ambient vibes to it.
Yeah. But
a different approach to ambient, not like an electronic ambient. It's a different way of kind of looking at things like that. May enjoy that. So if that sounds like it's up your alley, give it a shot. Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Another new record out today that we hyped up previously is, and I think Shane originally posted this to the Discord, a brand new album by the Folk Implosion. And I didn't realize how much I loved Folk Implosion until, because everybody remembers, especially for us, we were like that mid-90s MTV generation, the Natural One song. That was like...
I'm the one natural.
Yeah, which is from the Kid soundtrack. They did a lot of that Kid soundtrack, which I have on CD. And it's fantastic with Lou Barlow and the other cat who I always forget his name is John Davis. This is
Mr. Generic.
This is but something interesting about John Davis is as I was reading about this album and seeing what the fuck it was all about, he is actually a teacher by day and still kind of dabbles and fucks around with music.
Yeah.
And he lives in Durham, North Carolina. He's a teacher in Durham and is a big member of like a teachers like group in Durham, like an educators group.
Yeah.
Does a lot of talks and stuff like that. It's really cool.
The guy from what's the band from?
What up, old radios?
Athenaeum. Oh, one of the guys down
let's not talk about Anthony.
They're
But
pretty big.
this is what they said about this album. I'll just tell you. I've jammed some of it today. Well, I'll read this first. How the fuck are we going to turn this into a song? That's the question Lou Barlow and John Davis has asked themselves since the early 90s. Beginning with improvisational jams featuring Barlow on bass and Davis on drums, the duo developed their beat-driven pop collages from the ground up. It's the process they used on their debut cassette, and they did that same kind of shit with this, where it was like kind of during COVID and they were split up, and they kind of wrote this shit kind of that way. But then they got together and did like one like attic session where they like jammed in their attic and shit. Oh, there's Albert Collins right behind us. And they kind of brought this back, which sounds really good for this. And I jammed a bunch of these songs today, or quite a few. And it's good. I don't know if it necessarily captured what I like about the band that much.
Okay, I don't know that much about them.
So I don't know. Maybe I need to give it another listen. I don't want to shit on it because I really respect these guys and I think they put out really cool shit. But it didn't really like knock my socks off necessarily. But for fans of them and that kind of shit, it's out there. It's brand new. Check it out. Books, check them out. But Stars and Cars to Electric Guitars, books, check them out. That's on Joyful Noise Records. But now I want to.
Who was it? Joyful Noise Records.
Yeah, who else is on that? I was thinking that same thing.
I don't know.
I was thinking that same fucking thing. Let's jump in a little bit what we played tonight. Great stack of records we played tonight. Not a large stack,
Yeah,
honestly.
it was bopping tonight. Man.
It was bopping. We were moving and grooving. We were picking them up and putting them down.
Bopping. That was a big term for sex in the 80s.
What? Number one, no. Number two, you weren't having sex in the 80s.
No, I'm saying people call it that in like movies and stuff, like bopping.
Bopping?
Yeah.
About boffo.
Oh, are you serious?
Any Johnny Dangerously fans out here?
Oh, gosh.
They were bopping their brains out.
Bopping.
Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. That is such an underrated fucking movie, man. When's the last time you watched Johnny Dangerously?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
What?
Never
Michael
seen
Keaton? Dude, do yourself a fucking favor, Jay.
Does that have Johnny Depp in it?
Johnny Depp?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Joe Piscopo, maybe?
Joe Piscopo's in that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of. Same person,
Yeah.
right?
It's an 88 Magnum. It shoots through schools, which is not as funny nowadays because, you know, we've had a lot of problems with school shootings over the years.
Yeah.
That's a problem that can't be solved here in this particular program.
Yeah.
But we definitely, our heart is with all those affected by
Come on, man.
school violence.
Yeah. You don't have to go all there.
I just, you know, I want to put it out there. We're not heartless over here. We're not assholes. We're not a bunch of schmucks over here.
Schmucks.
Yeah. That's a lot of hats. Knock down that wall, knock down that wall, and knock down that Fargan wall. The guy says Fargan.
Bargain.
And Michael Keaton would go, oh, the mouth on this guy.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude, you would love the piss out of this
I'm gonna
movie.
go back and watch that.
Yeah, you would fucking, you'd dig it the most, baby. Hey, would you hand me a brewski?
Yeah.
Help yourself to one if you like.
Maybe I'll watch that tomorrow. I'll put it on in the morning when I wake up if I can find it.
My father hung me on a hook once. Thank you, dude. Yeah, let's get into what we played. This is something that I actually thought about earlier in the week and actually remembered to put it on first in the program. Something we were really into for a long time and then just kind of stopped playing it for whatever reason. Soft Machine. This is the 7th record. I picked this up in Nashville when I went on a little digging trip with the fiance back in the day. And of course the cats fucked it up.
I got to that one, huh?
It's all right. It's not all right.
Is it? Yeah.
No. But fantastic. You guys know Soft Machine. I don't know. A great amalgam of of jazz and psychedelic rock and just fucking good time business right there.
DTB.
Definitely not pulled that one out in a long time. It's another one hadn't pulled out in a little bit. I picked this up off of a website that I'm not going to mention the name of because it's still a little bit of a honey hole for some people. Not everybody knows about it, but it's a website where you can get. I got turned on by a couple of OG BC members, and you could actually get sealed copies of records from like back in the '80s. They still had them in their warehouse and shit. I made an order, and a couple of ones I got were warped as fuck. But they've literally been sealed, sitting in a warehouse since the '80s.
Yeah.
Japanese band Anthem. I got a couple of their records. One of them was really warped. But this is another one I got. I think this was like $4.99, brand new, sealed from like '86. I think these guys are like Bay Area thrash, and not super well known. I can't. What label is that? Can you tell what label it is? I don't really. You was able to flatten the ones you got, Vance? Shatter Records. Okay. Did you see a year on that? I wanted to say like 80s. Nah.
Keep talking.
That's all right. It ain't no big deal.
I'll find it.
87, 88 maybe.
12/31, 87.
87. Look at the big brain on Mikey over here. But yeah, good stuff. And it's not a common thrash record. It doesn't completely knock your socks off, but it's also not a run-of-the-mill thrash record that every motherfucker has. So it's nice to dip the wick every now and then in something that's a little bit off the beaten path necessarily, you know?
Yeah.
Zonk Man pulled this one out. How long have you had this one, Zonk Man?
Couple years.
Yeah. The Pazant Brothers.
Pizzani tea.
It's a compilation of some 45s or whatever from the late 60s and early 70s.
They put out a bunch of 45s or several 45s, then they compiled it into this one LP. Where are these guys from? You know anything about them?
No. Yeah.
Dirty Funk from the Big Apple. This was fantastic.
New York City, maybe.
This was fantastic. Fantastic funk record. I didn't know jack fuck all about this until we played this tonight, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this.
All right, cool. Yeah, it was good.
Stuff.
It was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. That's about when you walked in, wasn't it, Joe?
Yep. A band called the Chili Peppers.
Funky.
Good stuff. Another Zonk Man record. Pulled this one out. Always happy to put this on. A little ill communication action. Played the first side, but it's Sure Shot. Fucking Root Down. What's the punk tune on that side? Not Heart Attack Man, the other one. It sounds like Heart Attack Man. What the fuck's that?
Tough Guy.
Tough Guy. Yeah, man. In the 90s, I mean, probably me and Jay both. I'm probably Zonk Man too. We played the absolute fucking piss out of this. I still have my dubbed cassette that I got from, I think, Handy Andy the Boy Scout. Dubbed a copy of his CD onto cassette, and that's to this day I think the only copy of that I have, and I still play that cassette pretty regular. I mean, in terms of cassettes go, well, as far as cassettes go.
Yeah.
Sure.
What do you think of? Is this an original pressing?
No, it's a reissue. Just probably a couple years ago.
This was a dig of the week from last week. And I had to just play it again because I'm eat up with this band anyway. But the Tobacco's Fucked Up Friends 3, incredible stuff, man. I'm so glad I did a hold please on this. The only thing that I'm a little remiss is there was another Tobacco record that I didn't initially recognize the cover because it was like really early in the morning. I think I was taking a shit, and I was like not done sleeping, and I had to get up and take a shit, and then I did a hold please. And then went back to bed and realized 4 or 5 days later I did a hold please on something and had to rush up there to get it.
Yeah.
Then I realized as I was looking back on this, there was another Tobacco right before that I missed. And I'm sad about that, but really stoked to have picked this up and played both sides last week after the show as it being a dig of the week. And then we played side 2, I think.
2 tonight.
Again, and because there wasn't a lot of people watching after the show last week. But yeah, fantastic stuff. I call it very synth heavy. I mean, it's a completely synth driven weirdo shit. I say if you like Boards of Canada, it's like Boards of Canada on speed. It's like if you played Boards of Canada on 45, it sounds like Tobacco or Black Moth Super Rainbow, which is the other project that this gentleman is a part of.
I can get down with that, man.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Absolutely good stuff. This one just jumped out at me. I wanted to hear it. It's one of my favorite records. I wanted to hear it. Thanks to Nebulous Prowler for sending this to the program. Generic flipper. I mean, what else needs to be said? This is I don't know, it's not an OG, but it's like a second pressing or something like that. But it's from one from back in the day or something like that. It's dude, I fucking love this record so much. So much. And actually had to like make myself not play this because I think we played it like maybe 4 or 5 record nights in a row, throw in a couple of Sunday sessions, maybe a couple of Wednesday nights we had it on. Like we played this one a lot and had to finally put it on the shelf and forget about it for a few weeks. But this was the week it was time to bring it back out. We needed to see that light of day yet again, and it was really nice to bring it out again tonight. It's about as good as it fucking gets for me. I really love the absolute rawness and power of that fucking record. It's incredible.
Power record.
Another Zonk man pick, pulled this out of his stack tonight. 9 Inch Nails Pretty Hate Machine. I don't own this. I should. I fucking should. I've had this in my hands because this is considered an EP, isn't it? This is considered an EP?
No.
It's not.
That's a full length.
This is full length.
Is the EP.
Broken is the EP.
Yeah.
I've had this in my hands a few times. This has been reissued a bunch of times, and you could pick it up. For not a crazy amount of money, it was always floating around and available, and I always had it and put it back for something else, and just never picked it up. Really had a good time jamming this tonight, man. I've not listened to this record in a long time, and man, that was really nice. Kind of don't believe that I don't. I was a medium kind of fan of 9 Inch Nails back in the day. I really dug them, but like they weren't like my favorite band or anything. But I really dug them, and I had Downward Spiral on CD when I was in high school and shit, and then listened to the other stuff. I downloaded a bunch of stuff off of Napster and stuff like that with 9 Inch Nails, and I've always been a big fan of like what Trent Reznor does and a lot of the film work and stuff he does with Atticus Ross and the more ambient cinematic tones and stuff that he does. I love that shit too. He has a certain sensibility about his music that I really appreciate.
Je ne sais quoi.
A certain je ne sais quoi. Little
something.
Yeah. And then finally, the last one we played, a Grown Man Record Night absolute fucking staple that we pull out from time to time here, a little Albert Collins, Cold Snap, which is what prompted us to put on fucking Adventures in Babysitting over here. I ain't drunk, I'm just drinking. I mean, what else is on that side? Dirty Dishes is on that side, you said?
Yeah.
Hooked on You, Too Many Dirty Dishes. Snatching It Back, and Fake ID. What a fucking monster. Master of the Telecaster, this motherfucker, dude. He's just...
Guy can play, man.
Iceman.
Seems like a guy you just really want to hang out with. He's one of those guys I would not want to learn that was an asshole. If he was an asshole, I don't want to know about it.
Yeah, totally.
Because in my mind, he could just do no wrong.
He smiles a lot.
Smiles, has a good time. He's a cat that really looks like he has a lot of fun playing music. And as much as music can be very introspective and personal and can be deep and heavy and all this stuff, I'm not a big fan of people on stage that are like all serious and everything. Oh my God, fucking the world and my life.
Yeah.
I love a cat that can get up there and smile and have a good time and play some music. And that's, nothing personifies that vibe more than fucking Albert Collins. Motherfucker that loves to play his fucking guitar, boy. Woo! And who don't? Who don't love to play guitar?
He couldn't wait to get that thing on him every night.
That's right. He got that thing on him, Jay.
Yeah, he did.
He got that thing on him, boy.
Yeah, he did.
That was what we played.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
What we got?
R.I.P. Orlando Cepeda, at the age of 86 years old.
We lost Martin Mull tonight earlier, too.
We did lose Martin Mull.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah. Fernwood tonight.
What's that?
What's your favorite Martin Mull? My favorite Martin Mull role is probably Mr. Mom, just because.
You know, you never watched Carson reruns, do you?
Time to time.
There's one that comes on with him
Up
where
and down.
he does his one-man comedy show. I think that's what he was kind of known for, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, because he was a very established artist as well.
He was a comedian.
Was he a comedian?
Comedian.
He was a comedian. But he did like a one-man show on there, and I just didn't really like it. I mean,
Okay.
and
Don't speak ill of the dead.
calling me.
Don't speak ill of the dead.
No, I'm just saying that's not ill of the dead. I'm just saying it just wasn't my thing. But he was funny in Roseanne. Like, he was good in Roseanne.
Yeah. I liked him better in Mr. Mom.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in years. I should go back and watch that.
Mr. Mom is.
I saw that in
That's
theater.
S tier.
I saw it in theater.
Did you really?
That might have been the first movie I ever saw, actually. We were talking about that recently.
85?
No, I saw Return of the Jedi.
Or was it 83?
Yeah. I was going to say 82 or 83.
It was Mr. Mom. I'm gonna fire up some marbles here, folks.
I saw a lot of Michael Keaton movies in the theater.
Yeah. Got a little update.
Clean
going on.
and Sober, saw that in the theater, where he's fucking that chick at the beginning of the movie.
What's your thoughts on what's it called?
I didn't see it in the theater. I was just kidding.
Night Shift.
With who?
Henry
Him?
Winkler. Yeah.
And him? I've heard of it. I've never.
You've
seen
never
it.
seen it? Oh, you should watch that.
Gung Ho. You like Gung Ho?
I'm a big gung ho guy.
Yeah.
Sure I am.
Yeah.
I like it when George Wendt grabs his dick
Yeah.
and he says, "You want to let go of that thing?"
Yeah. What's he done?
George Wendt.
Yeah, other than that and Cheers.
I mean,
You ever seen Dreamscape with Dennis Quaid?
Seeing that?
1984? Yeah.
He's been in, well, he was in Fletch.
yeah,
Yeah. There you go.
yeah.
That was before Cheers? No, that was right in the middle of Cheers.
I bet his lipids are out of control.
He
Is he still with us?
He's still with us. He takes
A statin? He guaranteed
what's
George
the one
Wendt's on a
with
statin.
the fat girl dancing? Which one is that? Jardiance?
Oh, that's Jardiance.
Yeah. He's doing Jardiance.
My H1C.
Have you seen the male one? Male Jardiance commercial.
Yeah, there's a male one.
Yeah. Have you seen the male Jardiance commercial?
I don't care for that.
You don't watch television. Yeah.
Thanks for your support.
Thanks a lot.
Don't watch television. What the fuck is that?
He doesn't like television. He'll get into it when he's like 70.
All right.
It all comes full circle. He'll get into it one day.
It just supports me and my entire family. Oh, wait, that's just me. Never mind.
How come they don't call it the boob tube anymore?
Probably no longer.
Except in the society we live in?
I mean, I don't know.
Like, I think boob is stupid.
Boob is stupid?
Yeah, like, I don't think it's like titty boob.
Right. I mean, you're right.
I mean, is boob a medical term? For somebody that's ignorant? Or an ignoramus?
4 or more and you're an ignoramus.
Yeah.
Exclamation point, play in the chat, please. Get yourself a good spot.
What was your win percentage in that game?
In what?
The Cracker Barrel
The game of life? 0. Oh, no.
The Cracker Barrel game.
I was pretty good at
What
it.
were you? Could you win 1 out of 10?
Oh, more than that, yeah.
Huh.
I'm what you call a savant, Jay.
Yeah, I had it memorized at one point.
I'm gonna put the GoPro up there, just pause. There.
Sure, why the hell not?
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
So we got everybody in the starting grid here. It looks like
Yeah. Get in there, folks. Get
got
your
a nice
spot.
got a nice number playing so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, got Steve
Hey,
Fever.
Steve
Steve
Fever.
Fever, get out of here!
Where are you at?
Get out of here, Steve
better
Fever!
go.
Where you at, Steve?
You better be on the way.
You better have a note.
You better be in the driveway.
Who played that song?
Oh yeah, Steve's known to do that before.
He may be outside this window.
Oh, that'd be creepy as
Give me
shit,
fever.
wouldn't it?
Who played the song?
I'd
Give
piss
fever.
myself. I'd piss.
En route? Jesus Christ, Steve.
God, Steve, what's your problem, man?
We're going to be done. Behind the wheel playing marbles. That's fucking... That's something else.
Hell yeah, man. That's next
Try
level.
explain that to the
He should
police.
win.
Yeah, that's tough.
He should win.
That's tough.
Where have you been, Steve?
He was
get,
at a Hoppe convention.
Yeah.
as I say, don't get morbid, Jay.
No.
All right, let's go in. Nobody else is joining.
Just like you guys.
While we're taking a moment,
Yeah.
it's a great opportunity, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hit that fucking like button.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You need to subscribe if you're not.
What do you hate us?
Yeah.
Don't cost you nothing. Hit the like button, will you?
Definitely need to subscribe and
Don't promote the
you know,
stream.
give somebody else one while you're at it.
There you go. Attaboy, Jay.
He made me say that.
Yeah, it's part of the contract. Let's run this fucking race.
8,
Don
7,
Crom owns the
6.
track record at 142 and some change. So let's see if anybody can beat Don Crom. or
Fuck
not.
yeah, Don Crum's not in the race tonight, is he?
I don't see him.
Okay. Who's your early favorite?
Zeb Pearl.
I'm picking Truck because I just noticed him in here.
I'm
What's
going
up,
to
Truck?
go with. I think Steve's going to win. Steve Fever. I'm
He's
sorry.
got the extra motivation because he's behind the wheel.
Yeah, he's got some extra, some push behind it.
Billy Pushman.
Yeah, something like that.
Pushman and the Cushman.
Yeah, he's a natural
What did I say?
sales
What did
guy.
I say? What did I say? Who did I say?
It's early. It's early.
Who did I say?
Truck. Thumpfinger.
Truck.
Aaron Griffin.
Truck.
What was I trying to
Chose yourself.
sell?
From Man Record Night.
No, I chose Truck. How am I not on the board?
You're off the board, huh?
What was it? There was like there was 14 or 15 entries or something.
13.
This is like a.
Is it-
I don't want to jinx it, but it's starting to become a runaway.
That's the down.
Run, 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 run,
This
run
might be
away.
like a UNLV 1989 UNLV run right here.
Who did that Runaway cover in the 80s with the gigantic drum kit?
Joan Jett, maybe?
Oh,
Runaway.
no.
I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, there's Trucked. Okay.
Yeah, I told you. That was my pick.
No, but who's in second, though?
Is that Pearl right now?
Fever.
Now, Fever. Oh.
Give her the beans. Give her the beans. Oh, we're getting close. It's over.
Oh my God! I was fucking right.
I was second right.
What the fuck is second right? Ain't no second right.
No, yeah, Jay's the first loser. Second place.
Second right.
First loser is actually would be the one that finished dead last.
Second place is the first one.
Looky fucking here.
That's actually the last loser.
It just goes to show you it's
Like, you're
fixed,
the closest
folks.
to the winner.
He had truck winning the whole time.
Did you tinker with the algorithm this week?
Oh, I tinker. I tinker in general, Jay.
No, I'm glad to see Truck put in the work this week, though. All that practice. I heard about it. I read about it on the blog.
It's not one on Friday night, folks. It's one in that fucking gym during the week.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's about believing and
I
achieving.
thought you were going to say it's about bulimia.
Believing and achieving. You gotta believe to achieve, Jay.
You got to read to believe to achieve.
Sure. All right.
To Christopher Reeve.
All right. I'm kind of at a little bit of a loss because I don't know what to do for dig of the week.
I don't know if Steve says he's en route, but where's he en route to? He didn't say, did he?
Oh, truck with the biddies.
All right, Chuck.
Jay had me doing Oklahomas all week for this.
Hey, I tell you what.
It'll make you a man real quick. Real quick.
Don't say that. That's sexist. Women can work out too.
Well, yeah, I mean, it'll make you.
A hard-working person,
It'll make you
a
tough.
human being. It'll make you a tough hombre.
Okay. I don't think that terms. We don't use that anymore.
Hombre?
I don't know. That seems tough. All right. Well, look, we'll jump into dig of the week. I know Steve's got a bunch of records.
Okay.
That's why I was kind of going. I've built up the inbox for records to do for dig of the week. But
Yeah.
I'm saving some stuff because I knew Steve had a whole bunch and I wasn't going to get crazy with it. Do you have anything for dig of the week, Zon?
Yeah.
Come on in and do your dig of the week.
Okay, yeah. I
Jay,
brought,
Let's just force me out of here.
get the fuck up.
No, that's all good.
Get up.
It's all good. Sit on your lap.
No, it's all good.
Come on, Jay, I'll sit on your lap.
It's all good. Is Steve here yet?
No, I just checked. Hey, folks! Woo! Whoa, shit! I think I almost knocked over Jenga.
That's all right. It's not the first time.
No, the Zonk man has not. I'm not gonna say that. I never say never, but I do not want to knock that stack down.
It will be
Okay.
clipped and live forever.
Jay was the one that chose the movie tonight, so. All right, so what do I got for dig of the week? Digs.
Nice.
This is all from the Paul Bearer Resin Show with the one and only Aaron Griffin,
Nice.
which was a great show. We talked about that last week, but I don't mind beating a dead horse.
Sure.
Yeah. I went there kind of more on the side of resin, and then Paul Bearer just blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
And so yeah, definitely digging Paul Bearer. I mean, I had some Paul Bearer before. That sounds like the fever's here. Give me fever!
Fever's sweeping.
All right, so we'll burn through this because this is kind of easy. This was not obtained at the show. Fever! Give me 5 seconds for 5 CDs.
No, you do what you gotta do.
5 seconds for 5 CDs, then we got the fever here. He's out of breath. He's gonna have to take a minute in the green room.
Well, he's an older gentleman.
Oh.
It may take a few minutes.
Okay. So, bam. This I did not get at the show, but this is the new album. We actually played on the show before I went. Mind Burns Alive. That I've got it on disc, and it has been stuck in the CD player in the car.
Hell yeah.
So I even was playing that on the way to the show that night.
That's awesome.
So we're just gonna pour through these. I said, hey, give me all 5 albums on CD. Boom, we'll start with the newest shit. Burden in the great old Digipack.
I love a digipack.
Yeah.
I really like those.
Yeah. It saves the plastics and shit. So
Yeah,
we
just-
we
I
just
like
cut down more
something-
trees.
Something about the way they're just kind of structured feels nice.
Oh, really?
I like them. I prefer it over a jewel case.
You know what? I'm not normally funny and shit like this, but because I am the corrosion of conformity, but I like the uniformity of a bunch of jewel cases on the shelf.
That's true. That's true. That's very true.
But so I might geek a little on that, but other than that, I shove them all in there. I've actually changed my shelving for Pearl Jam, and Vance probably knows this. Pearl Jam is the world's worst for shit that is not the correct size.
Oh, yeah.
So they'll do a digipack, and then it won't be the size of a jewel case. Yeah, Solace resin.
Hell yeah.
Let's stick
cool to
with
have
the
these on
shit.
CD, man.
Hell yeah. Chaotic Divine. And then we are going
when is
chronologically
this one from?
backwards.
When is this one from? This is her first record or something?
No, that's the 3rd record.
I've never listened to this one at all.
Okay. I do have I was gifted with VCLT from BK on that. And then this is Calm Black Water. which would be 2018, maybe. I forget. I actually.
They got a lot of stuff that I've not checked out.
And then you have the first album on vinyl.
Hmm.
Let It Burn.
Yeah. Fantastic record. Hell yeah. I don't think I realized quite how many albums Resin had out there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
And
think
they
I
got a
was.
split, too,
Who did
with
it?
another band. It's that Sabbathy Mexican band.
Oh, the one from Mexico City?
Yes. It's something Sabbathy. I can't
Yeah.
remember the name of it.
I've interacted with the. Not the Vinny Sabathia?
Yeah, that's it.
Vinny Sabathia or whatever?
Yeah, that's it.
Not the. Yeah. Hell yeah.
So that was
They're
at
badass.
yeah, it was good stuff. So that was at the Resin merch table. So for Pallbearer, I had to get something too. Well, I'm wearing the shirt. I actually wore this last week too. I did 2 weeks in a row.
You hadn't watched it.
Yeah, I hope it don't smell too bad. But this Pallbearer shirt was in their discount bin.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the new tour shirt or anything like that. Me and Aaron Griffin are digging through the fucking discount bin of t-shirts looking for a fucking 3X. So we found this older Pallbearer, and then I had to get a CD too. So this is the previous album, Forgotten Days.
That was like, no, I'm throwing no shade, but that was my main reason for when I started like trying to lose weight again. I was like, I just want to fit into a double XL shirt because it shows they never had 3Xs. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get down to a double X, if nothing else, so I can just get shirts at shows.
Now, you probably have a hard time getting a 3X at Taylor Swift, maybe.
It's true.
But at the damn Stoner show, there's some big gentlemen at the fucking
That's
Stoner
true.
show.
That's true.
So them cats had 3Xs.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's basically all I got. Forgotten Days, Pallbearer.
Hell yeah.
So that's all I got for digs.
Hell yeah.
And then it will let me step aside and Mr. Fever grace us with his presence because it's been a minute as he walks away.
Hell yeah.
I'll wait for him to come back in so we just do the like butt exchange.
He has to go strewing his artificial leg.
Gotta get a beverage. Hello, good sir. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Nobody even knew Steve has an artificial leg all this time.
Till now. Good Lord. I made it.
You made it. What were you doing tonight?
Well, I started the night seeing a band called Ann and the Moonlighters, which a drummer who's playing with my Bad Company Free tribute was playing, and enjoyed that. Had some special tea. Really enjoyed the show.
Okay. All
And
right.
from there, it was on to.
I think we just answered the question.
From there, it was on to karaoke at Old Nick's with my good friend Faye, and that was a lot of fun. So I just left there and just booked it down here.
Old
Hell
Nick's
yeah.
in Louisville or
No, Arcadia,
Arcadia.
where we had the birthday party. Yeah.
Eddie Arcadia?
Yeah,
Speaking of the last dragon, we were talking about that earlier. Eddie Arcadia
Eddie Arcadia.
was the bad guy, the villain.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sweet Tea. What for? I mean,
Shout
I
out
agree.
Sweet Tea.
I agree,
Is
but
she watching the show?
In there?
All right.
so you brought a bunch of records. You want to?
Well, I didn't. Yeah, I got gifted. My mother-in-law gave me a bunch of her vinyl, and I was like, wow, this is like huge. It was like, so I brought like some of it, but I also had a gift card from my daughter for Father's Day, so I went to Underdog with that, and I ended up spending a lot more.
Yeah.
So I had some
it happens.
Underdog digs and stuff from my mother-in-law.
You want me to blast through my nonsense first? Because I kept my shit kind of light tonight.
Okay, go ahead.
I was telling these folks I have a cachet because
I'll go back to the car and like.
well, I knew you were going to bring shit and you had been in a little while, and I did up my inbox when it comes to records. I did a hold please at the Hippo in Greensboro.
Oh.
I had no business, but yesterday I had a shoot in Asheboro at 10, and I had a shoot in Lexington at 2:30.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, I'm not going to Winston-Salem in between those.
Right.
I was going to come back here because it's kind of
Sure.
not in between, but like closer.
Close enough.
But instead, I went over and picked up my hold please. Patrick was there, who I'd not talked to, the owner of Hippo Records, and got to chat with him. And it's the first time in a long time I've got to sit down and chat with him. And to go pick up my $13 record, $78 record later.
That's
Here we are.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah, here we are. But anyway, I've got that stuff put aside. I'm going to do another time. We'll split that up and do it. But I've got some other stuff I've been holding onto for a little bit. I will say, when I was in Asheboro, North Carolina, I did have a chance to pop through a Goodwill, which I don't normally get a chance to go into, and because I don't go that way very often. Asheboro.
Oh, yeah.
And really pissed me off. They had Goodwill had those big wire like mobile baskets.
Yeah.
And they had the CDs on the bottom of this, and they were stacked like this. Stacked flat. So and I was like, man, fuck this.
It's
and
not dig friendly.
Not dig friendly. So what I just said, fuck this. And I sat down on the floor. Dirty ass. I just sat down on the floor.
Done that.
Pulled them out and just started flipping through them. I was upset. I did find a David Allan Coe like best of CD, and I was like, I was just talking last week because we played a David Allan Coe record, Songman brought over, and I was talking about how you don't really see his records around here, which you think you would see them quite a bit, and you just don't see David Allan Coe records. And this was like a greatest hits or whatever, but I opened it up and man, it looked like somebody written on it with a fucking screwdriver.
Yeah,
I mean, it was bad.
They,
It was
they had a
bad
good
shape.
time with that one.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm not even going to attempt this. Maybe I would have, because I realized when I got up to the counter that in that particular market of Goodwill, CDs are still 99 cents. So I did pick these two up for 99 cents and happy to have done it. Oh, yeah, I was going to do this one first. I don't think I have this. I may actually have this. I don't remember. Dio's Dream Evil. 99 cents for Dream Evil. You kidding me? Pretty damn good shape, I have to say. I mean,
You gotta check the underside.
look at that.
Look good on top. Yeah, okay.
I don't think I mean, but 99 cents, I'm not going to leave this sitting there.
Let me see that.
And also picked up
Tiny print.
Inferno Last and Live, which I don't know this one. This is a live Dio. It's a double disc.
Double D.
This is a little later Dio stuff. But also they didn't realize, because it's one of those kind of stacker double albums. So it's not obvious that it's a double album, because they were like, oh, it's 99 cents unless it's a double. And I'm like, oh yeah, well I've got two. Even though this is a double. But yeah, both of these discs are also in great shape. I mean, considering. I've never listened to this at all, actually. So I'm stoked to have picked both of those up and add to the fucking CD collection, which is, ever growing and, And then I'll finish off with did Jay take off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cocksucker. I've been waiting. I've been holding this off to make sure Jay was here to show this, but you know what? I'm just not going to do it anymore. There's a last. I told you about that thrift store in Winston-Salem that I found. That the Chester's Collectibles on Renolda Road, and I picked up. I showed a few of the 45s a few weeks ago. Some of you guys may remember. I pulled out these 45s over there. It had that fucking Chuck Berry on chess, and that the Huey Smith, like Rockin' Pneumonia. The Commander Cody was on there. There's an AC/DC 45, which I don't like, but it was $1, so I'm like, sure.
Is it for those about to rock?
It's back in black and
No. Let me see that.
oh, I think.
It's back in black, and what do you do for money, honey? What do you do for money, honey? What do you do for kicks?
And there was two Van Halen 45s in there.
Damn, Jay would have went nuts. AC/DC
well-
and Van Halen.
Yeah, this is the Panama. No, I can't read this. I'm not going to. Yeah, those two there. It's not. I've already done these. So it doesn't matter. But the Panama.
It is Panama, but it's like it says Panama. What? And drop dead legs. I'll wait. And Girl Gone Bad, which is great. I love Girl Gone Bad.
These, because they weren't sleeved, 99 cents. No, 50 cents.
50
They were
cents.
2 for $1.
2 for $1.
Yeah. And so, and include that Chuck Berry, the AC, all that was 50 cents.
All right.
But if it had a sleeve, it was $1.
Ooh.
But I did splurge on this, and I wanted to show Jay because I didn't know if he had this, and I was gonna see if he was interested in it. It's the Jump 45 in a fucking
What's it
picture
black and
sleeve.
white?
I don't know. I guess that's what the
Is it a promo copy?
is it promo?
Nah.
You can read it.
No.
I mean, I've got the album. I know we all got the album,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But like, I was
House
like,
of Pain on the B side.
I'm not gonna leave that in there for it was $1. A buck with the fucking sleeve on it and shit. Like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, man.
And I love that album. That was my introduction to like modern rock and roll. I've talked about that before. It's like when I saw the Jump video, that's the image I had in my head for my whole life of like, that's a rock star. That's when people say like, oh, what are you, some kind of rock star? I thought about the Jump video when I was 7 years old, and you said, "What are you, a rock star?" That's what I thought of. Guys in spandex running around doing fucking scissor kicks and fucking showing off, and
Yeah.
that was rock and roll to me.
And you
at
were
that point.
7?
I mean,
I was in college.
yeah, in '84 I was 7. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Welcome. All right.
But to be fair, I'd already been in trouble for sexual harassment. If it makes you feel any better. And I'll bust through these, and then you can get to your fucking nitty gritty here. So here's some other ones I picked up, and again, these are all 2 for $1. Let me just take these off and put the fucking real glasses on.
That might help.
When it gets to 45s, I kind of have to abandon the theatrics for a moment and just kind of figure out what's going on. I picked up a Parliament 45.
Ooh.
This is Tear the Roof Off the Sucker
Oh, yeah.
and P-Funk.
We got a real kind of thing
Hey, look.
going down, getting down.
It's got a little
There's
bit of a
whole lot of rhythm.
little bit
going
of scuffage there, but nothing crazy.
Oh, we want the funk. Gotta have the funk.
Look at that.
We
Pretty good
want the
shape.
funk. Every once
yeah.
in a while in karaoke, I'll pull out Tear the Roof Off the Sucker. Everybody looks at me like, man, what's that white dude doing? And then like, oh, okay.
People have said that about me for a lot of my life.
What's that white guy doing?
Yep. This is by far the 45 that's in the worst condition out of all these. But I didn't have this, and I just wanted to. And I saw the label, and I was like, I bet I know what this is.
What's the label? First, tell us the label.
It's Wand. What do you guys? What do you think it is? If
Okay,
it's Wand,
you know, Wand is a spin-off of, I believe.
thoughts. It's Wand. What is it, folks?
I thought Wand was a spin-off of Stax Records. Am I wrong?
Bill got it.
Yep.
It's Louie Louie. It's the real Louie Louie on Wand by the Kingsmen. The B side is
Who cares?
Haunted Castle. No, because I love those records.
Yeah.
But I've never really run across the 45s too much. But this one, I mean, it's It's not ideal. It's definitely not ideal.
Yeah, whatever.
But it looks like it'll play through. The Louis side's got a couple of chonkers on there, so you can see the
I think
scratches.
Louis have to have some dirt in it, you know.
If not, what the fuck are you guys doing? If you own Louis on 45 back in the 60s, and somebody's ass is not bumping into the fucking turntable while you're jamming out, you're doing something wrong. You're definitely doing something wrong. But I'm a huge fan of the Kingsman, and I'm really happy to pick that 45 up, even if it's sucks
Nice.
sound quality wise or whatever. This, I'll do that one last. This one, I saw the label and I'm like, all right, let's hold the phone. Not my favorite song for sure, but Rock and Roll All Night by Kiss.
Yep. It's so funny they're on Casablanca. That's such a disco.
Yeah, 100%.
Donna Summer label.
It's on both sides. Oh, there's a studio version and a live version.
Oh.
That's what the 45 is. So you get the same fucking song twice. But you get a live in a studio. But again, 50 cents. What the fuck, man? Sure. And then finally, this is the one I was probably the most stoked out of all of these, except for that Chuck Berry that we talked about the last time, is Little Red Riding Hood, Sam Sham and the Pharaohs.
Oh yeah.
Fucking love Sam the Sham. And the other side is Love Me Like Before. And this is pretty clean as a whistle, man. Got a little bit of scuffage, but for an unsleeved 45 bouncing around in a fucking bin forever, you ain't gonna get much better than that. I've not actually played any of these. I've been kind of waiting to do them on the show, so I'm a big
Fucking heads.
big Sam the Sham guy, so it's I'm stoked to pick those up. So yeah, little 45 jammage.
So, like I said, my mother-in-law just at Father's Day we had lunch.
Yes, sir, Scotty,
and
I
she
do.
brought me a big bag. She said, take these records. So, in that bag, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff, but I pulled some of it. But I did want to show these because I think, if anything, they make excellent mashups.
Yeah.
And so this first one it's like, you call it a box set. I don't know what they call it back then, but it's like 5 or 6 LPs of Edward R. Murrow.
Oh, he's from Greensboro.
On Columbia, from Greensboro.
He's from here.
And on NBC, doing actual broadcasts from 1933, 1945. So it's got like actual voices of Eisenhower, Churchill, Roosevelt, LaGuardia, Wilkie, Stalin, Hitler, Chamberlain, Truman, Dewey,
They actually get
FDR's
credits on it?
funeral, Lou Gehrig's farewell, all kinds of stuff, like just crazy,
Wow.
It's called I Can Hear It Now, Edward R. Murrow and Fred Friendly.
Huh. Double F?
And on top of that, another NBC, this is all about D-Day. Another like multi-disc
Gotta support the troops, folks.
broadcast, and it's really cool because it's got the old classic NBC logo. If you can show that, I love that ribbon mic logo that NBC used to have back in the 50s, I think, or late 40s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I think they're nice additions to the collection. Some other stuff she sent me. This is the cream of the crop of what she sent me. The other stuff's.
We love cream here on this show.
Here's a Steve Winwood compilation. So it's got everything from like his days in the what's the Spencer Davis group?
Davis,
Traffic,
and Solo.
solo career.
I've got that.
You got this?
That's a great record, actually.
And also,
LP.
what's the girl with the tits showing on?
I can't hear you over Higher
Eric
Love playing in
Clapton,
my head
Steve
right now.
Winwood, Ginger Baker. No. What? Help me out.
Oh, Blind Faith.
Blind Faith. Thank you.
Hey, yeah,
It's all on here. So
it's got Higher Love on it.
no, it doesn't go that far.
Oh, come on.
It starts with Traffic.
It's
This
the
is
older
70s
comp.
stuff.
Yeah.
Freedom Rider, Tia Joy, Dear Mr. Fantasy.
Do you remember the Always Sunny
Medicated goo.
Steve Winwood bit when they're in the cycling class?
No.
He goes out. He's playing some awful techno music, and he's like, "No, hold up." He goes out to his car and gets a cassette of Steve Winwood and puts it in there, and it's like Higher Love and shit like that. He's like, "You can keep," the guy's dressed in like yellow and black. And he's like, "You can keep that one, Bumblebee." And like,
no. On Capitol Records, I'm not familiar with this gentleman, Junior Mance, his piano and trio, and the Bob Bain Brass Ensemble
Double B.
called Get Ready, Set, Jump.
Okay.
Junior Mance.
All right.
And Dimensions in Jazz is the label. It's a Capitol Records label. I got that. A nice little, I love the little gold
Yeah, sure.
stamp.
Oh, I got that one.
Couple of really awesome
That's a great
on
record.
Columbia, Thelonious Monk, One Eye. This is Crisscross. Who else is on here? I don't know. Figure it out. Oh, wait. Charlie Rouse, nobody we know. And John Orr and Frankie Dunlop.
I got that from the $2 digging spot actually back in the day.
Really?
Yeah.
I got it for free. And I got Monk's Dream.
Oh, I got that one too.
Classic.
Another Columbia. Charlie Rouse, John Orr, Frankie Dunlop again on same group. So happy to pick those up. So the rest of these I got at Hippo. This is when I had $30 gift certificate and spent it a
Hippo
lot.
or Underdog?
Underdog, sorry.
Right.
Let's get it straight. So the first one I want to show was this a guilty pleasure? When I saw it, I'm like, is this got to be that same song? So the band is called the band is called the Buoys. Does anybody know the song that the Buoys put out? That
Buoys.
the Buoys.
I don't think so.
It's about cannibalism.
Thank you, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's about some guys like getting trapped in a cave or something, I think, and they end up eating one of the guys. I think the guy's name is Timothy. Anyway, the song's called Timothy.
What the fuck?
The Buoys,
Bill knows it.
and
Bill knows everything.
it's just something I had to have. The album is actually called "Give Up Your Guns." Sorry, no political sense.
Come
here.
on now.
But the funny thing is, on the backside it says the Buoys, dinner music, because we all know what Timothy's about. For long, I didn't know Timothy was about that. You know, it's just like, oh, this is cool, kind of a psyche, pop psych sound. But yeah, that's what that's about. Mad Men Across the Water, Elton John. I thought I had it. I do not have it. I love the song.
Oh, I've
Mad
had
Men
that for a
Across
long.
the Water.
Last week I was talking about my UK copy
There's
of.
so many good songs. It's like Tiny Dancer.
Yellow
Not that
Brick Road.
I'm a Tiny Danza. Tiny Danza, Leave On, Razorface, Mad Men Across the Water. Side 2 is forgettable, but you know, a great album. I know you have this. This is one of those. This is one of those coveted thy neighbor's album, Frigid Pink. Their self-titled LP.
Did that come in at a pretty decent price? It's fair.
Yeah, it's fair.
Because somebody else had this.
He had 2 other Frigid Pink albums.
Hippo had this recently too, and it was around that same price.
Okay.
And I was impressed because
Original U.S. pressing.
I remember paying $7-8 back when I started collecting, and it's interesting that of all the stuff that's blown up and went fucking nuts, you can still get a Frigid Pink record, which is a fantastic, hard and heavy psych.
It's the heaviest version of House of the Rising Sun you'll find.
That's what I learned on. That's the first song I ever learned to play on guitar.
Was Frigid Pink?
And I didn't realize it was an Animal song. My mom had the 45 for Frigid Pink, so I learned the Frigid Pink version, which is not different, but you know.
So he had 3 of these out. This artist, I have the one that everyone knows with the pop art. This is a band called Bang.
Yeah.
Mr. B's a big Bang.
And I have
guy.
the Bang album with the pop art. I have the Bang. It says Bang, and it's like looks like 70s
comic book or something.
comic books pop art. This is called Bow to the King from '72.
Okay.
Capitol Records, original U.S. pressing. Yeah, cool backside. I love the art on the backside.
I like a nice backside, Steve.
I hear you.
If anybody wants to send any photos, backs up. No, let me stop. Don't do that. Next thing you know, I'm gonna have Fred Dobbs' ass in my fucking message box, and that's just not what I want.
And the next one is one I keep falling into this band. I keep finding records that I love, and this is Hawkwind.
Oh,
This might be my favorite Hawkwind album, actually, now that I have this one. It's also from 72. In fact, when I walked in there, apparently somebody who loved prog, loved early rock, like Jonathan was like, I really couldn't afford it, but I had to buy this guy's collection because he had so much good shit, you know. So this is In Search of Space, which it's a great album. In fact, I'm trying to think what's on here that's Technicians of Space, Ship Earth, your captain speaking, your captain is dead. So it's just one of those like Hawkwind. I'm not sure if that woman's naked or I'm not sure.
That's the die cut cover too, huh?
Yeah, it's got a die cut cover. But you can actually pull the. Here's what I like about it: you can do anything with the die cuts and do all your weird, stupid shit. But if you can pull the record out from the top,
is that Gash?
it might be Gash.
That's Gash City right
Yeah,
there.
remember Hawkwind had the nude chick that would dance on stage with them.
That's her right there.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. Last but not least, I have a lot of their records. This is one I don't love because of the sibilance. It's a terribly. I think it. In fact, they say on the back it's
More toppy.
the recordings were captured live on an Ampex stereo cassette fed from a Kelsey Morris custom-built mixer. So anyway, it's a terrible recording, but the musicianship is phenomenal. This is King Crimson's Earthbound.
I don't really know this one.
This is original UK pressing
Wow.
from 1972 on Island Records.
Wow.
A great
UK
record.
press.
I think Boz Burrell was the singer at the time, and they, they slaughtered it. If you listen to it's fantastic, but the cymbals are just like really annoying. You have
That's
to,
what I thought about. And there was a 30th anniversary or something edition. I was going to be more than 30 of USA.
USA.
That came out
USA
today.
is a better recording, but I think this is a better
think so?
performance. Yeah.
'Cause I always thought USA was. Ugh.
Yeah. Their earlier live recordings are not good.
Yeah.
They've done a lot of live recordings since, which are great, but
Yeah.
but it's one of those things. If you're a huge fan, and I am,
Bill says
had to
originally a bootleg seized and released legitimately.
okay,
Interesting.
nice. Whew. So yeah, so that was my digs.
Oh yeah.
So I added a little Earthbound to my collection.
Fucking A.
I just had to get down here to show that.
Fucking A, dude. Let's we'll take a quick commercial break and come back with a soda speak and chip chat. Now, you guys work out sodas? Zonkin brought some sodas.
We probably bought the same sodas, I think.
You guys need to collaborate here and figure it out.
What about chips?
Chip-
Have we done that one I brought?
Did you check the sheet?
It's not updated.
It's updated that far.
That far?
Yes.
Pretty recently.
Oh, it's not that recent.
I don't
know.
I remember.
Recognize that bag?
You show it. I've had them before.
I tell you what I remember is pickle.
You chose
remember
the
tasting the
on
pickle.
there?
I want to say maybe we have done it, but maybe it wasn't on a rippled chip.
Okay. Well, we'll see. None of us have good memories.
I mean, I can check the sheet if you want me to. It'll take me a minute, but
I can check it quicker, probably. Anyway, let's take a break.
we'll take a break. We'll come back with a soda speak and chip chat with some of the. We're going to be talking about some festive flavors coming from the PepsiCo Corporation, and collaboration with the Independence Day coming up here in the next week. So,
Bring that one?
or that's not the one.
No, I did. Maybe. I don't know.
I think that it's a series.
Okay.
There's a red, white, and a blue.
Okay.
What was the name of it? We'll talk about it in a
Yeah,
minute.
whatever.
All right. Football. Town in America. USA, number one. Razor Sharp.
Hotel in America.
Grown Man Record ought to be back in a minute. Stick around.
hero's name is Johnny Reb. Hurrah, hurrah, most famous cannon you can get. Hurrah, hurrah, oh Johnny Reb is ready now. Load him up. Wow! And we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. Be sure you get Johnny Reb, Remco's authentic Civil War cannon. $11.98, complete with loader, cannonballs, tow rope, and battle flag. Remember, every boy wants a Remco toy, and so do girls.
Feeling good, fun time, playing in the sunshine, family or daytime. Wow, what a great time! Everybody playing putt golf fun. Everybody playing putt golf. When it's good time, party time, even over daytime, fun time. It's a hole-in-one time. Everybody playing putt golf fun. For the fun of it, putt golf time. Everybody playing putt golf.
Just last night, I was lost in the jungle with Pitfall Harry, surrounded by giant scorpions and man-eating crocodiles.
Well, Harry and I just grabbed the van, swung through the trees, and over the tar pits and found the jungle treasure. It was really neat.
If you haven't met Pitfall Harry, you're missing the year's most incredible video game adventure. Pitfall for the Atari 2600 and in television.
Since I met Pitfall Harry, no other man will do.
Pitfall, designed by David Crane for Activision.
Nintendo.
It's for breakfast now!
Nintendo.
It's a cereal! Wow!
Nintendo.
Super Mario Jump!
Nintendo.
In a fruit-flavored crunch.
Nintendo.
Here's Zelda too!
Nintendo.
It's very good news!
Nintendo.
You just can't move! Nintendo Cereal System is a super part of this nutritious breakfast.
Nintendo.
2 cereals in 1! Wow!
All right, fuck.
What happened?
Nothing. Hey, folks, thanks for staying with us here on Growing Record Night. We're getting deep into the wee hours of the morning as we continue our program, like we always do. The everlasting, non-stop push to excellence, and we're working on it. It's a work in progress. For our So to Speak tonight, we got a. What can you find about the series? Can you find anything about the series, Steve? As we kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's. Again, we should. We.
So to speak.
All right, football town in the USA. So for So to Speak tonight, apparently Mountain Dew has been doing something pretty patriotic as we're creeping toward the Independence Day celebration coming up this next week here. We got a couple of days off of work.
Yeah, we do.
Well, I need it. And so they released, is it 3 flavors? Tell us about this series that
Well,
Mountain Dew's doing.
they've got some other summer flavors that are exclusive to certain stores, but I think what we're talking about tonight is in honor of July 4th coming up. Get away. Get the hell out of here. Mountain Dew has announced a patriotic lineup of new red, white, and blue flavors. So there's a blue and there's a white, and I don't have to explain it.
Sure.
So we got a white one here tonight. Thanks.
Yeah, we do.
To Zont Man. Mountain Dew announces Star Spangled Splash, a red drink with berry flavor. Liberty Chill, a blue drink with berry notes and 50 flavors. And Freedom Fusion, a frosty white bottled version of the Slurpee flavor.
Slurpee flavor?
Oh.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
Like what kind of Slurpee?
It just says a frosty white bottled version of the Slurpee flavor. Freedom Fusion? Is there I don't know.
I don't know.
Available in 20-ounce bottles. Clever promotion not only results in aesthetically pleasing 4th of July post, but also incentives consumers to seek out all 3 varieties when stocking up for summer gathering.
Honey, did you get the red, white, and blue? Was it the Heuben or the Laven?
So it says here, Freedom Fusion, Dew with a blast of lemon and peach flavor.
Okay.
I like peach.
Oh, say less.
We just did the Pepsi peach.
Yeah.
Pepsi peach?
Pepsi peach.
How was
good.
that?
That was pretty good.
Yeah?
All right, that's good. Yeah, thank you.
How's your herpes?
It calmed down.
All right.
You know, that is not bad. It's definitely peach.
Yep.
With a little lemon side on it. I like that.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, that might be. It's going to be hard for the other two to compete with that.
Wow. That's really
if there's
good.
a Slurpee out there with that, I want to slurp on that.
I'll tell you, coming off of the Pepsi Peach last week, which is a good flavor, it's a good soda. But you think with like a cola flavor and you start mixing in fruit into that, it can be kind of weird.
It's
Did
such
the
a
mango
dark,
before?
caramely dark thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good, but it took me a minute to kind of warm up to it. But a citrusy soda, you could do that really easily, and I think this definitely supersedes that.
Right. I like that.
Really good.
Yeah.
Pronounced peach flavor. I like the. It doesn't even taste fake. It doesn't taste like a fake peach. Like the back end, as it stays in your mouth, that tastes like real peach. Maybe while you're drinking it, it tastes fake, but the aftertaste that kind of lingers, it's got like an actual like peach thing going on.
I like that.
And there's no Mountain Dew thing.
It probably has no peach in it whatsoever.
Oh, I'm sure not. But whatever they're doing to actually accomplish
No,
that is
I
pretty
don't
good.
taste Mountain Dew.
Yeah, there's no Mountain Dew thing at all.
Damn.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
We got good with a shot. You've not done a shot.
I have not done a shot.
I would do one shot. I'll do one more shot. You want a peep off?
Yeah, I
Icy
didn't
cold.
bring any. All my Patron is gone. I finished it off Saturday at the Vagabond Saints show.
What about a shot glass for Steve?
All my exes live in Texas.
Oh my!
Which one do you want to drink it of? Which one are you drinking, Steve?
I'll just drink it out of the bottle if you don't mind.
What?
Oh, this is mine. This is mine.
That's what Zongman's drinking out of.
Oh, is it?
No.
Oh, it's not? Oh, that is yours.
That is mine.
All right,
Yeah,
sure.
mine's right here.
It's just liquor. It kind of kills itself, right?
That's what I tell Jay, but he's, a baby.
He's got to drink it out of that wooden piece.
Yeah, there's so much weird names on here. I don't see anything that says peach.
It says everything but peach.
Gum arabic, sodium benzoate,
Is there any rapeseed?
preserves freshness, caffeine, sodium.
I really like it when the
citrate,
bottle says rapeseed on
glycerol.
it.
Ester.
Also wood rosin.
How about some ester of rosin?
Yeah, there we go. That's the wood rosin.
It's ester of rosin.
That's the wood rosin.
I love some wood rosin.
That's what they put in shredded cheese.
Wood rosin?
You ever seen that?
So it
Dude.
don't stick back to itself.
Absolutely. That's the trick. That's the trick. You ever notice when you buy a block of cheese? Not on the mouse pad.
It's a huge. Well, fucking the mouse pad takes the whole table.
I know. No, but you ever notice when you buy a block of cheese?
Yeah.
And you grate it up.
Yeah.
You make it for a baked potato or like put a taco bar or whatever. Then you put it in a Ziploc and you put it back in the thing. It all sticks together and
Yeah.
shit. But you get a bag of shredded cheese and it never does that.
Yeah.
It's wood rosin.
Wood rosin. Nice.
Basically sawdust.
I love it.
Yeah, it's legit wood in your shredded cheese.
Give me some wood.
Which I'm not complaining about.
No, fuck wood.
I don't care. I'll eat wood. You don't chew on a stick? Who doesn't chew on a fucking stick? I'll tell you who doesn't. Communists. That's who don't. So cheers. I'd actually love chase it all. We can chase it off with
Oh,
this guy.
we're doing shot.
Sure.
That's what on you.
Actually, was that your first pickle shot earlier?
Yeah.
I gave Zonkman his first grown man record night pickle
First
shot.
pickle shot.
Kind of slacked off of that a little bit here recently, but
I like a good pickle shot.
that's my favorite.
Okay.
Now it's the ultimate pick. If you enjoyed it,
The hot pickle.
is the hot pickle. You get the hot mama from the convenience store in the little pack with the juice in it, and they're hot as fuck. cut you off a nice little wheel, cut you a wheel, and then do you a shot of pop off and throw down that fucking spicy wheel. Whew, that'll change your life right there. That's good business right there. That's some grade A good Billy.
So go hot, don't go like wheat or bread and butter.
No,
That's that route.
Not for vodka.
That's good in its own way, but like for a stalwart, and that's a real Russian thing. Like not like with the shot necessarily. That's where I got that from. People were like, "Oh yeah, pickleback. Oh yeah, you get bourbon with pickle in it." That's not where I got it from. I read some Vice article about this guy that went over. This is like years and years ago. Guy that went over to Russia to like do some sort of like project. You know, like he was like documenting like what it was like for real in Russia or whatever. And he shows up at this guy's house. It may have been centered around music or gaming or I don't know what the fuck it was, but he was like staying at somebody's house was the point. And he was like, "Here's the thing. I got off the airplane. It's weird as fuck. I'm in Russia. They pick me up. They bring me over. But I go to these people's houses, and I get to the door. When they're opening the door, like greeting me, they greet you with a tray, and the tray has got like these not shots. They're like glasses of vodka, and some like pickles, like some sour pickles, some like half sours, and pieces of
almost like a relish tray,
pieces of bread. And like some fish, like some herring or whatever. And you show them like, you know, kind of grabbing the pickle and taking a shot. And I as I'm seeing that, I'm just kind of like, oh, pickle and vodka. That's where all this came from. It was some fucking Vice article that or video or something I watched, and back in the early 20 teens, and I was like, oh, pickle and vodka's got to be great together, and tried it. And of course it is.
The rest is history.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, we should get into a chip chat. Excesso calorious. Excesso. There's a lot of stuff on the chip, is what you're saying. Those are thick. Papas. Look at that. Es delicioso. Ah! Sting City. All right, folks. We're back. Large and in charge. Tell them Large and in charge sent you. Now for Chip Chat tonight, we got a cache of things up here. Aaron Griffin sent some chips, and Steve was like, "No, fuck Aaron Griffin. I'm going to bring my own chips." What are these, Steve? Did you check the reference guide?
I did not check the reference guide, but my reference guide is outdated.
No, that's. We definitely hadn't done. If these are the brand, see, I think they brought some things back.
So it's a summer flavor of Lay's.
Yeah.
It's a wavy Lay's, which might be the game. It's like, oh, we had this as a regular Lay's, but now it's a wavy Lay's. But it's a summer flavor. I saw it when I was picking up my medication today. Limited summer flavor, Lay's wavy Cuban sandwich. Who doesn't love a good Cuban?
That's, yeah, I love a Cuban.
See, I think we've done this, but maybe we haven't. The thing that I remember is the pickle. Remembering that, oh, I can taste that pickle, in a chip.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was something else. But it says, there's not a whole lot of information on the bag. It says, limited summer flavor, bold, crispy, savory, tasty. Okay. Find us on Lays.com. What are you doing?
Well, I don't have a way to look at this. That's
Okay.
the problem. Anyway, it's fine.
Let's try these. The Lay's wavy Cuban. Oh,
Now, do you
wavy
like?
Lay's.
Do you order a Cuban? Where does Cuban rank in terms of a sandwich for you?
I don't often see it on the menu, but
I did down in
I will
Florida.
say It does remind me of the first time me and my wife, who we were dating at the time, we went down to St. Augustine and spent the weekend. Spent the weekend in St. Augustine, Florida, and that's the first time I had a Cuban, and it was amazing. It was a Cuban restaurant. It was really, really good.
This is what I was gonna get.
The pickle. I taste it.
Pickle strong, which is great. And this is a sandwich, not exactly, but that me and my mom had been making forever, like ham and mustard.
Yeah.
Ham, mustard, dill pickle. Like that was kind of not exactly.
You know, they do the bread and they put it in the whatever you call it.
So me and the kid went to this like real Cuban and Latin bakery where they do a lot of sandwiches, but they also do pastries and stuff like that. And looking at the menu, like just kind of a broad swath, I immediately thought, I'm finally going to get like a real Cuban in a place, and I was going to order that. But I ended up getting this other sandwich instead that was very much like a Cuban, but there was no bread. The buns were actually fried plantains.
Oh, that's called a Mark Cuban.
Okay. Truck Tank.
That's a good chip.
Which was phenomenal, but it made me have to shit in the airport. Anything that makes me have to shit in an airport, that's a -1, but it's a fantastic
airport shit.
What, isn't there a fast food that just came out with a Cuban sandwich?
I don't know.
There is a fast food joint that just came out with a Cuban sandwich.
I'd be leery of that, but Dennis Leary.
Well, like a Arby's or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
I would put Arby's at the top for that. I was talking to the kid on the phone today. She's like, all right, I gotta go get something to eat. I think I'm gonna go to Arby's. And I'm like, yeah, fuck, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, how close is there an Arby's to the station? What's the closest Arby's to the station?
Well, they closed the one on Knollwood with the big hat. There's one.
Yeah, so there's not one like, is there one on Ronaldo?
Arby's. There's one out on Jonestown, but that's a long fucking way.
That's tough.
There.
That's a tough route. There's no good route for an Arby's back home at the station. That's tough.
Maybe you gotta go all the way out.
What do you say, Sean?
Yeah, you gotta go all the way out to
University.
Yeah, University. What's this?
University or freaking Jonestown? That's crazy.
You gotta love your Arby's.
Yeah. You think they would replace that and put one on Stratford?
I missed the one, the big hat. Yeah.
What's your go-to Arby's?
Me?
Order? Yeah.
I mix it up.
What's y'all's go-to Arby's order? Drop it in the chat. What say you, chat?
Now my wife and my daughter, who are vegetarians,
Sure.
they always get what we call the Sweet Jesus Special.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's basically a BLT with no bit, because they're vegetarians. So we went up and said, we'd like to get the Market Fresh Sandwich BLT. It's no longer on the board, by the way. You can still order it. But we don't want the bacon. Instead, give us a slice of cheddar cheese.
You used to always get the bacon separate. You would take it.
The girl's like, she brought the manager over and she said, they want the BLT, but they don't want the bacon. And he goes, Sweet Jesus. They didn't know how to ring it up, and so we call it the Sweet Jesus Special. But now I just tell them, like, look, put the bacon on the side. I'll eat the fuck out of the bacon.
Sure. Well, it's that peppered bacon.
Wow.
It's good bacon.
Oh, yeah.
I caused my store to have quite a deficit from eating peppered bacon.
I used to go standard. I just get, like, the
regular roast
roast, like the medium, not the big one, not the little one, but the medium one.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
You an Arby's sauce guy, or are you a horsey guy?
I like a little horsey.
Okay.
I like their 3-pepper sauce.
I don't know what that is.
It's a more recent thing.
All right. Well,
it's really good. I like the regular Arby's and a horsey, like mix that.
Okay. I mean, I'm a beef and cheddar guy.
I like dipping my fries in that horsey sauce, though.
Yeah. See, when I worked there, I would have never fucked with a horsey. But now I'm a big horsey guy now. But here's something they didn't do when I worked there for so long is because I'm a big beef and cheddar guy. Beef and cheddars are small, but the way that red, people think that's Arby's sauce. It's not Arby's sauce on a beef and cheddar. It's called Red Ranch. So it's like Polynesian from Chick-fil-A. Okay. It's a sweet sauce. It's not Arby's sauce, which is tangy.
Yeah. On the beef and cheddar.
Correct. You get the onion roll, you get the 3 ounces of roast beef, which should take 6 slices to fucking...
Yeah. You got a pre-cut. Or at least you got to know how much beef you're going to need that day. We've already heard this story.
Yeah. But you got to know how many slices to get the thickness right. But anyway... I always loved a beef and cheddar, but they're, for a fat fuck, beef and cheddar's not enough. Then when I started going back to Arby's, then I realized, like, nowadays you can get like a double beef and cheddar, or like I ended up getting, full secret time. We're all grown-ups here. Secret time. When I first started doing what we'll call adult chewables, when Finn started making the adult chewable cookies.
I don't know what those are.
And I started like, oh, this is like what it feels like to get the munchies when I was 18. It's like, hey, let's go to Arby's. And I'm like, all right. And I started looking at the menu and I'm like, wait, there's different sizes of beef and cheddars now? You can get a half-pound beef and cheddar. I got 2 of them, Steve.
You got a whole pound of beef and cheddar.
That's what I'm talking about. And a large fry. So
curly fry?
Hear me out. I love an Arby's curly fry. But back in the day, you had the curly fries and you had regular straight fries. Now they do crinkle fries, I think.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for the carton, it's curly fry all day long.
Yeah.
But you do the scoop into the thing, you get 4 curly fries.
Yeah.
Fuck off. If you did straight fries back in the day and they did that, you would get a fucking ton. So wow.
It's all about volume.
For me, I'm a fat fuck, of course. But taste-wise, you can't beat an Arby's curly fry. But I don't want 4 fries. I guess maybe 4 fries is okay if you're eating a pound of beef. That's a fair point. It's something worth considering. But yeah, the first time I did that, Ben was like, "You're not gonna eat all that. That's crazy." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I'm gonna dog one out pretty tough, and then I'll probably put one in the fridge. That's a little Sunday lunch."
You dogged them both.
Yeah. That became my go-to order, because if I was ordering Arby's, it's not a Tuesday afternoon.
2 half-pound beef and cheddars.
But it wasn't a Tuesday afternoon. Oh, I gotta slide through to get something for lunch, because I don't do that. When I get fast food or something like that, it's Saturday night and I'm getting ready to put on a fucking display. And that's one of my display meals. Like, somebody take some notes. This is gonna get ugly. But yeah.
What are you doing over there?
You guys got any Bob's Big Boy? No, we don't have any Big Boys down here. I don't know where the closest Big Boy is.
We used to have Shoney's Big Boy.
Correct.
I'm a Frisch's Big Boy fan myself.
Of what?
Frisch's? It's like the Cincinnati, Indiana.
Sounds like you're having a stroke.
Southern Indiana area.
These bleeds right here. All right. I don't know. Did you try the big Cheez-It from Taco Bell? No, but I want to. Could you get 2 double Whoppers down? Yeah, I could. Yeah.
2 double Whoppers?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can. I don't want to, and I'm not going to. But yeah, I could. It's a problem. Since I was born.
You have the Wendy's triple?
That's my go-to Wendy's.
The triple?
It's one of the best fast food burgers going.
Well, you know, the reason they made the triple, they didn't really make it to sell. They made it to tell people to buy the double. Because they're like, oh, well, I can't buy the triple, but I can do the double.
Oh, you can buy the triple.
So people were ordering that. The double Whopper or the double Wendy's went way up in sales once they made the triple.
Now, see, I used to be, and this has been what I like to call a paradigm shift, because I used to be a big dollar menu guy. So back when the junior bacon was $1, you know, I would get like 4 junior bacons and like a biggie fry or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, because I wanted more items. Then I tried to get more into the like, okay, I'm gonna get a triple and a fry, and have one big burger rather than.
What do you think of the McDonald's $5 meal deal?
I mean, they're ripping off Wendy's, but what's in it? What's in it?
It's like one of their McDouble plus some like nuggets and a fry and a drink. I think it's stupid. I don't want the fucking McNuggets or whatever. Just give me $5 worth of value.
Dude, the last time I went in McDonald's, I ordered like a 10-piece. It's literally the only time in my life I've not ordered French fries at McDonald's because they're amazing. Obviously, I got a 10-piece and 2 cheeseburgers. The old regular original cheeseburgers, $10 even. And I was like, I won't be coming back anytime soon.
Right.
If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna go to fucking. I'll go to fucking Firehouse Subs or get a real fucking sandwich or something. You know, like that's a lot. $10 is a lot of money for that kind of food. Give me a break.
Give me a break.
Give me a break. Now, would you prefer the Kit Kat song or the Give Me a Break theme song from the 80s featuring Nell Carter? Give me a break, I sure could use one, and just about
I do like the Kit Kat. I do like the Kit Kat jingle for sure.
I like Nell Carter's a good singer.
Nell Carter is a good singer.
Now she was overweight. That's true.
But that helped.
It helps lube up those pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was overweight. There's no getting around it. Nell Carter was overweight.
Do you think she did a triple, like Wendy's triple?
Oh, yeah. Nell Carter is the kind of chick, my favorite kind of chick, to like get stupid with food with.
But then you meet someone like, what was that little tiny little reporter we had?
Oh, Veronica?
Yeah. She was tiny and she could put some shit back.
Yeah. Yeah. Wendy's Baconator is gangster. Yeah, I still love a Baconator for sure. Expensive, but
I always go with just the standard single: lettuce, pickle, mustard, ketchup. I mean, and some chili. I love Wendy's chili.
Oh, the missionary of the fast food order. Sure, Steve. Whatever. No, fuck, I love a Big Mac. They've gotten smaller.
I do too.
They're too expensive. Like, it's just not. It's not the same as back in the day.
Well, you got.
So instead,
the times that we live in.
So instead, I buy a fucking 5-gallon bucket full of Ken's Thousand Island and just put Thousand Island on everything I eat, and everything tastes like a Big Mac if you're drunk enough.
Yeah.
If you're drunk enough and dump Thousand Island on it, everything tastes like a Big Mac. Somebody write that down. That's quote of the night. I don't want to argue about nothing.
Well, quote of the night was Faye tonight told me, "You're my favorite asshole."
Oh, man.
Love you, Faye.
Man. That's emotional for me. That's what my uncle used to call me.
Your favorite asshole.
Yeah. Also, he was a raper. I don't know if I mentioned that part.
You're my favorite asshole. Get over here, boy.
Yeah. There's nothing funny about rape.
Are we gonna play golf tomorrow?
Unless you're being raped by a clown. What? Yeah, we're playing golf. Yeah, sure.
I do need to go. I'm singing at a memorial service.
We're already backing up.
I got to sing memorial service for somebody.
They're already dead. They can wait till Sunday.
It's for the living.
Oh, what the fuck is that? A memorial service for the living?
That's all services for anyway.
Yeah, funeral is
dead people are dead. I mean, it's all about the living.
Oh yeah, for the living. But you're singing one for the. Is it an actual funeral though?
Kinda. I mean, she died like a year ago, but yeah.
Oh, get the fuck off of Dodge. Died a year ago. Died a year ago, and now. Died a year ago, and you're fucking with my tea time, and a year later. Come on.
Anyway,
yeah.
They asked me to sing. I said I will be happy. She's actually a wonderful lady. Who was one of the founders of our fellowship, and was a.
Well, just do a couple of Minute Miss songs. You're out there, lickety split.
Actually, it's a really short. It's a Elton John song that I wasn't familiar with called "Friends." It's from a movie called Friends.
Friendship.
But it was like his second charted song that came out in '71, I guess.
wasn't it? That was a soundtrack album, wasn't
Yep.
it? For him?
Yep. Friends. Yeah, it's a nice little song, but it's really short. So hopefully they'll move it up in the rundown. Making friends for the
Just start
world
singing
to
it.
see.
And just wait for the
Just
camera.
sing it.
Just wait for the camera to pan over.
Just start
Just
doing
take
the
it.
song.
Gotta,
I'm singing it now, baby.
I got a tea time.
I got a tea time, boys. I should go in my knickers, like Payne Stewart with a little hat on.
you can't use that word.
What, Payne Stewart?
No, it's
Oh, dude, knickers.
that sounds like me and any Burger King ever. Just walking there. And, you're going away too, fat boy. Everybody starts looking.
Are you ready to go for a walk? You want me to walk you?
All right.
You want to go for a walk?
Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend. Hey,
Why are her paws wet?
Paws? Because she licks them. We're going back over to Twitch and listening to a couple of record albums. Not a lot. Because we've got to be sharp for golf. I'm on the quest. I've got $100 bet with Jay.
$100? You gonna break 100?
But I got to break 100 before September.
Oh, Jesus. You can do that.
I just shot 103.
Really?
Yeah.
Legally?
Yeah, with our...
Followed the rules and all that?
Yeah. I took three shots.
You didn't kick your ball?
I took 3 shots in a bunker. I took a triple bogey on a par 3.
Oh, man.
If not for that, I would have broken it then. Honestly. That one hole.
We're going to play 18?
Yep.
I'm there.
Yep. It's 18 City. Aaron, come up here and play golf tomorrow.
Screw the memorial. I'm there.
Aaron, get up here and play golf.
We need a 4th.
Aaron, come back over to Twitch. We're going to listen to a couple of record albums, but it's not going to be crazy because I want to be sharp for golf tomorrow because I'm trying to break. I'm trying to break 100. I don't want to be all fucking. I don't want to be fucked up.
Never chalked?
It's never chalked.
What's that?
It's never chalked.
I'm not familiar with that.
Chalk means done.
Michael familiar.
Well, it comes from like what happens when somebody dies.
Chalk outline.
The chalk outline.
Oh.
He's dead. It's never done.
Okay.
Or you'd be like,
That chalk thing's only for TV shows. People don't do that.
No, not anymore. But no, it's a term. Chalked means it's over.
What time is it?
It's over. Huh?
Barry Mason on?
You gonna wait? All right, bye everybody.